because we need to survive. So a few facts. Chhota Bheem is India's India's biggest successful TV show, and it's in the first week itself it has had highest ratings, and it's into its fifth season, and on television we are already producing its six seasons in house. So far we have produced over 82 episodes we have delivered, another 39 in pipeline for 2011, and another 39 in pipeline for 2012. So as you can see, when you're making animation, when you're making a new pitch to the channel, just make sure that your show will go on beyond 13 episodes. When you make the first 13 episodes, it's going to cost you a real high, like we was talking about 45 lakhs. This kind of money is going to cost you when you do the first 13 episodes. And later on, you have created assets, and slowly your cost will start to come down. The first episode we have produced, and the recent episode, our cost has come down by about 40%. So that also helps you in recovery. And then we are able to recently sell Chhota Bheem in I think 14 Middle Eastern countries plus Indonesia, and we are trying to sell in more countries. So even though the character has no global appeal, as we've heard some people say, and I think it is still people are able to relate with. I do not know how it will do it in the US or Canada, but definitely it's doing extremely well in Indonesia, and we have it's rating very highly in Indonesia, and I think it'll also do very well in Middle East. The good thing was Bheem was not it's not a religious character. We don't promote any religion or Hinduism or anything, so it is helping us sell across platforms. And so far, I mean, Bheem, when any new episode of Bheem that airs on Pogo, it captures, it is the highest, it has taken the captured that time slot, and it is the highest in ratings across that time slot. How much time we have? So I'll just play a brief clip of Bheem. Due to the success of Bheem, when Bheem, that's a different one. Due to the success of Bheem's episodes, so now people wanted to know how the friends of Bheem children had written to the channel, how Bheem and his friends have met. So then we decided, okay, let's make an episode where these guys have children, and we show how they actually meet. So I just play a 2-minute clip from that. successful property. We have certain advantages when we did Chhota Bheem. Of course, this was sold to Pogo in 2007, and the biggest advantage is that we were the first movers in this area, and we were already proven. We had a proven track record with Vikram Betal and Krishna prior to making Chhota Bheem. So they knew that content that comes from Green Gold would be of good quality of animation as well as good storytelling. One of the other advantages, of course, there's dearth for Indian heroes. There are few Indian heroes today proven which are even a child can tell on tongue besides mythological characters. I think that is one is of course Chhota Bheem, and we have also Shaktiman, which is children are aware of these characters. And the bigger point is bigger reason for success. It's that it's very simple storytelling we do in Chhota Bheem, and this relates with the audience that we tell the story. It is age group for audiences we have targeted was 6 to 11, and but it does very well from age group of 2 to almost 11 years. And being Indian content, kids are easily able to relate with it. Boys want to be like Bheem, they want to be brave, they want to be strong, while girls want to be like Chutki, be supportive, friendly, and as good as Chutki. Just like in earlier times, we all fantasized about Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, just because they were depicted as powerful characters. Same way, children have fantasies. They want to be able to identify with some character. They want to be able to connect. Same thing like when we as adults, when we go to movie, we love to see the hero dance with 10 women, because we can't do that in real life. Or beat up, let's say like in Dabangg, Salman Khan beats up guys. I mean, this is a man's fantasy. I mean, he wants to beat up, he wants to jump from buildings. Why we like these movies? Because we fantasize those things should happen to us in real life. And of course, Bheem is not only powerful, but he's kind-hearted. He helps the needy no matter what the situation is. Example, in our episodes, in an athletic competition, Bheem says one of his competitor, in spite of the fact that he may lose the competition or race, like Jawaharlal Nehru had once said, it's more important to participate in the game than to win it. But of course, in our story, we write the story, so we made Bheem win the championship. But we also take inspiration from different scenarios, political or kid. We talk with children. Like recently, we were in a school and we were asking children, what do you like to see your favorite character, Chutki, do? And interestingly, they just wanted to see Chutki do skipping. That's the only request of the kids, you know. And we put it out in many other few episodes after that. And they have these simple things which we as adults have forgotten or lost connect. So I think if you're making a new animation series for Indian market, very important to connect with the audience, and it's important also they should believe these characters really exist. And Chhota Bheem they believe is real. Many kids ask me in conference, I mean when we go to the schools, not conferences like this, we don't have kids, but many kids ask me, okay, uncle, where is Dholakpur? How can I go there? Very confident kids. I mean, they said, I will tell my mummy to take me. Where is the train station? Which some people say, is there an airport? So they really believe in this because I think there was a Bolakpur incident also, which helped us. Dholakpur, our fictional town, where even big kids started thinking, okay, it's nearby Dholakpur. So we heard different things. So I think to conclude, I would just want to show a clip of our new series, Chor Police. I think, like Anu said, I think Anu Sikka from Nickelodeon earlier said, we need Indian characters with global, which can go global. I think this is a very good example. We have, as the name says, Chor Police. I think everybody knows what Chor is, a thief. It's a cop. So basically, it's like a Tom and Jerry in human form. And you have a cop who's a Sardar, but he's not. He's a real. I mean, he's a real awesome guy. We do not want to. We don't want to show any slapstick comedy on this thing. Here, he's a real hero. He's awesome. He can basically single-handedly fight the Mumbai terrorists, kill them, and kick ass. He can do anything in the world. He's smart. He's intelligent. He's daring. He's dashing. I mean, women like him. Everything police officer should be. But there's one thorn in his flesh which is like a Jerry, or like he's the thief is Anthony. He's a real challenging thing. He has done everything. This guy has done everything in his career, but this guy isn't able to capture, or even if he captures, this guy managed to escape all the time. So I'll just play a brief clipping on this, and from after that I will end my speech.